Hi everybody, it's CraftyRia. I'm back for another video, and oh my goodness, look at this. I have a desk full of spider webs. What am I gonna do? Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna have to cut these spider webs up and make some cards out of them. Actually, I'm gonna use this side to make some cards. So this is a sheet of paper I got from Echo Park when they had their dollar sale, and I thought it would be really great to use as card fronts. And I'm going to let the paper do the work. So I'm going to cut it apart, and I thought I would show you kind of what my whole process is when I go to make the cards. So I got some of my supplies out. I have these ribbons that I've used before from the Dollar Tree. And I had these fall colored ribbons from my stash that I grabbed. And then I got these from someone who was having a de-stash sale. So there's some more Halloween ribbons. And I have, I found this in my stash. And I found these in my stash. So I've got some of these pretty papers that I might use with it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but that's why I'll show you my whole process to decide what I'm going to do. I have these left over from making envelopes, and they're all in fall color, so I thought I might use some of those. And then this paper pack has some really neat papers that I thought this might go with some of them. Some of the ones with purple, I thought that was really good. Even though it has spiders, and those words are pretty cool and would go with almost any of them. I thought that one has some orange glitter, and I thought that would look good with some of them. And there's that. And these have some really neat borders I thought I could use. I just love paper, and I hate cutting it, but I'm going to do it. I'm cutting into this 12 by 12 stack. This one here is really cool. It's got some purple foil, and this has some orange glitter. And it has this page, which I can use to make even more cards, but that'll be for another day. And that's pretty cool. That green, it looks like wallpaper from a haunted mansion, I thought was pretty cool. And then there's this, I thought maybe the bat border, or some of these I can use as borders. I'm not sure yet. There's got some more spiders. Alright, so I have that. And then those are journaling cards, which I don't think would be good on greeting cards, but I might be able to use them for something. We'll see what happens. So I have that. I also have the fall sticker stack from I don't know how many years ago, which has some really neat borders in it. And it has a few stickers left that are Halloween, so I may use some of those. I'm not exactly sure. So I have this, and we'll just see where we go. I have some orange cardstock and some black cardstock. I made some white card bases, and I've got some orange, even though that orange is probably not the right color, so I probably won't use those. I'll probably just use the white card base. I won't make all the cards because it'll be a really long video, but I'll make a couple. But first I'll cut this apart. And the first thing I want to do is cut this border off down here so I can reuse that as a border. Because once you cut your paper small, it's really hard to do it. So I want to line it up on here to get as much of that border as I can. There we go. So then I've got that to use as a border. And then I'm going to cut off that sliver. And the first thing I'll do is cut this page apart into 12 pieces. I always use my paper cutter for this sort of thing because I can't do scissors and have an uneven edge. It's just against, it goes against everything I know. All right, and then I'll cut them apart this way. And yeah, I cut them, since it's impossible to really get it perfectly on that line, I make 2 cuts. Because you'll see here, this one's a good one. You can see there's a little sliver of orange that I want to cut off. I'm not sure if I'll use this piece for a card or a background or something. And this piece isn't really even on the end. It's got a little mark that will drive me crazy, so I'll have to cut that off. All right, I don't have any funny spider web stories, although spiders did build a web. I think they were decorating for Halloween on my front porch. If you're my friend on Facebook, I posted a picture the other day of that big spider web. I think the spiders around the house are getting together and they want to catch me in one of their webs. I don't know. I hate spiders. If you know me, you'll know that. So I don't know what those spiders are up to in my yard, but I am not really a fan of any of it, really. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about those spiders. Okay, so these might not all be the exact same size, but it doesn't really matter because only one's going to go on a card. All right, I'm going to cut this off. Oh, look at that word, Halloween. I might use that word. Let's see. I'll cut the word Halloween off because that's really cool. Let's see if I can get it there. I'm going to use that. I like it. Okay. And let's go with this. There we go. And there's that. Oh, look, there's another Halloween word. It's like bonus. It's a bonus word. I'm going to cut that off. I don't know if you can see me doing this. I hope you can. Okay, so I have another Halloween word, which is really good. All right. So I've got these. So I think I'm going to just pick up a piece of this because I love this, and I'm going to see which one I like best on it. These bats, and they're glitter. The orange around the bats is glitter. So that, I thought that would go good. And this one, because I just think of bats when I think of witches. I've got 2 of these. I think maybe that's what I'll do. Now this has some borders that I might use instead of ribbon. Maybe I'll pick out some cards for some things for that too. I'll do that one next. I'll do this to start off with. So I think I'm going to do this because this has a bat on it. And the witches remind me of, I'm just looking to see if there's something I like better. Yeah, I think those 2. So I got my stash of papers down here I have black and more black, and I thought I would match this on black and put it on there. I think that will work. All right, pretty sure that will work. I'm going to do this one first. So my card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I want to decide if I want a border on this. I probably do. So when I do a border, I cut it 1/4 of an inch shorter. So I'm going to go 5 1/4. By 4. I'm just trying to pick the neatest edge. There. I can use these for embellishments on another card as well. So I have that. And then I have this, and I can mat this on black. That way it'll pop off of that. So an easy way to mat it without measuring, if you don't want to measure, I'll show you my little trick. Of course, all right, my thing does this when I'm on camera. It doesn't do it when I'm not on camera. If Valerie is watching, she will know all day Friday this worked fine. I had no troubles with it. Of course it acts up when I get on camera. Okay, so I'm just gonna eyeball the mat, and I just want just a little bit of a border there. And I'll line it up in the corner so it's even on those two sides, and then I will cut it out. That way it's quick and easy, no measuring, and it's maybe not perfect, but it's close enough for me. All right, so I've got that. Now I just have to decide how I want to embellish this further. I have these, which I'm wondering if I put a bit of purple bats. I'm going to cut out this purple bat border. And see what it would look like. Don't know. Okay. Let me see what else I have. See, this is what is time consuming, and I kind of wanted you to see my process to see what I go through when I'm trying to make a card and I don't know what to do on it. I don't really need one that has words since it already has words, and I think the ghosts won't be so good. That's kind of clear. That actually might be pretty because it'll add some black and you can still see the glitter come through. What if I put it over this purple? No, that hides the purple too much. I don't think I'm liking the purple. I like this too, but this card doesn't really have purple in it, so I'm going to skip that. I might just do this. I also have, I put a rubber band around that to hold these because they were getting pretty sloppy. I also have this, which is gorgeous ribbon. I might just do that. And I don't know if I want it like that, maybe like that, and have this down here sticking out by itself. I think I'll do it that way. All right, so that made up my mind. These little gnats flying around. Do any of you have those this time of year? It's driving me crazy. I don't know what they came from. I thought maybe fruit, but I'm not exactly sure. All right, so I'm going to put this down towards the bottom. I run the tape from the paper over to the ribbon because then when I fold it over, it's a double layer of tape and it's extra sticky. And it will hold that ribbon down really good. It's all about the tips and tricks. All right. I really hope you like these videos. I hope they're inspiring you to make some cards, to use your stash, to recycle, and to do some cards, and to send those cards when you do the cards. Because that's the fun part, is to actually send them. And if you remember my trick I told you the other day, I line up this and this to give it a nice squared off look. I kind of cleaned my desk. Y'all would be very proud of me. It doesn't really look that clean right now. So I thought I wanted to add something to this to make it glittery. I have some stickles in here. I have black and I have green. Oh, this green might be better for that green slime. All right, I store my stickles in there upside down so they're ready to use. So I thought I think I'll adhere this on first. And I have some of these from the Dollar Tree. I'll cut these in half. All right. I'll put that on here. Oops. I guess it helps if I take the rest of the stuff off. It's good to have nails for this. If you don't have nails, it's hard. All right, thought I would outline the cauldron with black, and I always start with it on a piece of scrap first to see what I've got going. Doesn't have to be perfect because after all, it's a witch's cauldron and, you know, they're not perfect. I thought this might go good on that green slime. And the less perfect the slime looks, the better, since it is slime after all. There. All right. Well, there we go. We got one card done. That's not that bad. So I will set it aside because I don't want anything to touch those stickles. Okay. Then I think I'll do one more in the video. That way the video's not too long. I'll do the other one like it. I'm not sure if this will work. No, that's not. Well, it could be wide enough if I make it wide enough. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'll cut it down to that same size. And the card is 5 1/2, so I'm going to make it this way, 5 1/4. It's by 4 1/4, so I'm going to make this by 4. And then I have those for borders later. So then I have that. So this piece of black paper is not wide enough for this. However, I can make this skinnier. And I'm going to cut a little sliver off the other side because it's got a funny mark on it. And it drives me crazy. There we go. So you can see that's going to be perfect. All right. Then I only have to cut one edge off. There we go. And by making it a sliver smaller, it saved a whole piece, which is really good. Okay, so now I have to decide what I want on this one. I don't know. See, we have bats again. We have a bat on that. It's that yellow that has bats, but I don't think it goes because that yellow's too cute. And this doesn't have words, so I don't mind having something that says Happy Halloween. Where did I put my other stickers? I mean ribbon. Yes. There's this that says Happy Halloween. Which I think I will use a piece of that. Ow. Don't poke yourself. These are very sharp scissors. But I don't want it by itself because it'll get lost on the background. Could do it on the purple. I'm not really, you know, sold on that purple. Could do it on top of this. I could do it on that. I think I'll do it on the top of this. And since I'm going to put that on top of it, I can go ahead and put one piece of this down the middle. It would normally show, but that's going to cover it up. Actually, it doesn't really show that bad. Do my little trick on the back where I double up the tape. And I'll put this right across that. I think that kind of adds some nice dimension. I'm going to do it on here. And if it gets over the edge, you just roll it over with your finger. It'll work. There. To see where I want the words. I think I could say Happy Halloween just about twice. I think that'll work. All right. I think I like it. This, and I think I want to do something to jazz this up, but I'm not really sure what. So I have some black bling. I was wondering if I put it along the edge or if I put it around that. Let me take a piece off and play with it. If I want to put it, I think I'm going to put it around this. So I'm going to do a big piece first. Like that. There we go. And I'm just going to put this whole piece like that. And one piece there. It's hard to see with my hands in the way. There. And I think I could probably fit one piece right there. There, to kind of outline the moon. I just thought this needed a little bit of bling on it rather than just having it be flat. And I will go ahead and give it some dimension. All right. There we go. This time I shall remember to take the paper off the bottom. It's easier said than done. Just have it overlap the very top of that ribbon. All right, so there we go. I did make 2 cards. There we go. I got those two. When those stickles dry, they will be a lot shinier, a lot more sparkly. So I got 2 cards done. I have the rest of these to work on. And I will probably come back and make some more videos. Either that or make a video at the end and show you the ones I did. Not sure yet. But you guys take care. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. And please subscribe. And then click the bell so you get notifications when I make more. Alrighty. Thank you so much. Bye.